I got a psychology test done on myself. I learned things I didn't want to know about myself. I'm pretty sure I can see into the afterlife. We're quick to judge the man handing out free candy from his windowless van. But when a professional-looking academic in a lab coat offered me $110 to participate in a psychology experiment over at UCLA, I didn't think twice. Both people are motivated by the same need. The benefit they'll get from a willing participant far outweighs the personal cost of what they're offering, and the free market has determined the price needed to drop just enough inhibitions to get the job done. So that's how I got $110 richer. It seems simple, at least initially. I had to show up at room 1913 at Pritzker Hall and fill out a questionnaire. The process didn't involve any face-to-face interviews. A bored-looking receptionist handed me a very sharp pencil with a clipboard that had a single piece of paper attached to it. She closed the little window afterwards so that I couldn't see her. Moving over to the chairs, I sat across from the only other current participant. She was cute. The woman offered a flick of her eyes toward me and a half smile before looking back down at her paper. I briefly wondered if the real test was to see whether we'd interact. If so, the joke was on them. I'd been creating awkward silences with the opposite sex since puberty taught me what self-loathing was. The questions on the page started simple enough. 1. Do you consider yourself to be an assertive person? Each answer needed a response from 1 is strongly disagree to 7 is strongly agree. I circled a number without thinking too hard and moved on. 2. Would you be willing to change your personal beliefs if it meant protecting yourself or someone you loved? I squirmed. Kind of dark, but I didn't think too much on it. 3. Based on the answer to your previous questions, do you think that most other people would be willing to inflict harm on you if they felt it was necessary? I had a sudden recollection of the Milgram experiment, which discovered that human beings are horrible monsters. I chose strongly agree. 4. The woman across from you is named Maureen. Do you think that she would hurt you, Stanley? Any icy chill slid into my stomach as genuine fear clawed at me. This test had been written just for me. I looked up at the woman. Was she reading something similar? She didn't look at me. In fact, she was staring unnaturally at the paper before her. A bead of sweat snaked down her forehead. I held my breath and read the next question. 5. Her instructions will cause you great harm unless you follow your instructions very carefully. What the hell? That wasn't even a question. I was done. Fuck the $110. I don't know why, but my dumbass kept reading as I stood up to leave. 6. We have Alden. I wanted to puke. Alden was my son. I didn't know what to do. Figuring they had my balls in a vice grip, I decided to hear them out. I got back into the chair as calmly as possible. 7. Maureen's daughter is Seychelle. Isn't that a nice name? We have Seychelle and Alden right now. They cried too much. I wanted to punch my fist through the stupid fucking beige wall. I kept reading. 8. Only one of the children will get to live. I almost passed out at that point. Despite wanting to believe that this was all horse shit, I somehow knew that every word was true. 9. The first participant to exit the room will recover their child. I tried to hide the fact that I was hyperventilating as I read the final line. 10. Now show us what personal beliefs you're willing to sacrifice for someone you love. Holding my neck still, I looked up from the clipboard. Maureen was staring at me with her head down in the exact same position. What were my options? Talk to her? Assume it wasn't real? Wait for her to act? I want you to stop and consider what you really would have done. I don't know which of us moved first, but we both shot out of our seats. She jumped toward the door, which was a mistake, because I moved on her. I reached for her shoulder, slipped, caught her wrist, and pulled her to a stop as I swung the pencil into her thigh. She screamed when I buried it 2 inches deep with an eruption of blood. I didn't look back to see if she fell. I only knew panic and running as I pulled open the door and leapt into the hallway. Alden. I yelled as my boy appeared in front of me. Relief, terror, and nausea coursed through every body part as I hugged him even tighter than he grabbed me. Are you okay? I whispered into his ear. No, he answered through meek tears. I was going to email Alden's preschool to let them know he'd be gone a while for personal reasons, but that proved unnecessary. When I opened the page, I found a message from them waiting for me. School had been canceled. A fellow student, Seychelle Ponderosa, had died in an escalator accident. Attached to the email was a smiling photo of Maureen hugging a young, blonde girl who had the same eyes. I closed my laptop and vomited. The experiment was successful, at least, in answering the question. What would you be willing to do?